Welcome back to Road Bikes. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated superbikes of the next year, the 2026 Honda CBR1000RR-R Fireblade. This isn't just a motorcycle, it's the result of decades of Honda racing heritage, advanced engineering, and the relentless pursuit of speed, precision, and control. The Fireblade legacy. The Fireblade name first appeared in 1992, and it changed the superbike world forever. Honda broke the mold with a leader-class machine that was lighter, sharper, and more rider-friendly than its bulky rivals. Over the decades, the Fireblade evolved, sometimes chasing power, other times refining handling, but always staying true to the concept of balance. The 2026 Honda CBR1000RR-R is the latest chapter in that legacy. It's not a revolution, but rather a meticulous evolution, carrying forward the DNA of the RR Fireblade SP launched in 2020 and refined through racing programs in World SBK and MotoGP. Engine and performance. At the heart of the 2026 RR sits Honda's 999 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine, developed with insights from MotoGP's RC213V. Honda engineers focused on usable mid-range torque, addressing feedback that previous generations were too peaky. The result is stronger pull from the mid-revs without compromising the top-end rush. Key updates include dual-motor throttle-by-wire system for razor-sharp response, revised intake funnels and reshaped combustion chambers for smoother airflow, titanium acropovic muffler in the SP variant, reducing weight and improving sound, dual-stage fuel injection, PGM-DSFI, for precise fueling at all throttle openings. Honda hasn't officially released peak horsepower numbers yet, but expect performance in the 215 to 220 horsepower range for the SP, with torque spread more evenly across the rev band. Chassis and handling. The Fireblade has always been about balance, and the 2026 chassis continues that philosophy. The twin-spar aluminum frame has been subtly refined, shaving weight and redistributing rigidity. A new subframe design saves close to a pound, while the swing arm's vertical flexibility has been fine-tuned to provide more feel under acceleration. The geometry, with its aggressive 23-degree rake and 3.8-inch trail, ensures lightning-fast turn-in, while the 55.3-inch wheelbase strikes a balance between agility and high-speed stability. In the SP model, the Öhlins Smart EC 3.0 suspension brings semi-active damping, constantly adjusting to road or track conditions. Riders can also fine-tune electronically, creating setups for commuting, canyon carving, or circuit domination. Braking excellence. Braking on the 2026 Fireblade is world-class. The SP gets Brembo-style Lima-R calipers biting into 330mm dual front discs, delivering consistent stopping power even under extreme heat. The rear disc, though smaller, is equally refined, giving stability during hard trail braking. ABS is now more intelligent than ever, using a 6-axis IMU to monitor lean angle, pitch, and yaw. This allows the system to intervene subtly, preventing wheel lock while letting skilled riders push the limits. Aerodynamics and winglets. Perhaps the most visually striking update to the modern Fireblade has been aerodynamics. Since Honda introduced MotoGP-inspired aero winglets in 2020, every year has seen refinements. For 2026, the fairing has been reshaped with slimmer side ducts, sharper profiles, and winglets integrated more smoothly into the bodywork. The aim: more downforce at high speed for front-end grip, but with reduced drag. The cooling system also benefits. A narrower radiator design improves airflow, reducing turbulence while keeping the engine at optimal temperature even during track abuse. Electronics and rider aids. Modern superbikes are computers on wheels, and the 2026 Fireblade is no exception. Highlights include multiple riding modes, sport, track, rain, and fully customizable options. Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, with fine adjustability. Launch control and wheelie control for perfect starts. Engine braking adjustment for corner entry control. Up and down quick shifter for clutchless gear changes. Cornering ABS with track and street settings. Electronic steering damper that adjusts dynamically based on speed and rider input. All of this is managed through a crisp TFT color display, with intuitive navigation and Bluetooth smartphone connectivity for data logging. Ergonomics and comfort. While designed for the racetrack, Honda has made the 2026 RR surprisingly usable. The 32.8-inch seat height is tall but manageable for most riders, while the tank cutouts and narrow seat edges allow easy body positioning. Clip-ons remain aggressive, but Honda subtly adjusted rider triangle angles for better long-distance comfort compared to earlier RR versions. The windscreen and fairing shape also offer improved high-speed wind protection. For street riders, the heat management system, thanks to new radiator ducts and exhaust routing, makes the bike less punishing in traffic. Competitor comparison. In the liter-class superbike world, Honda faces stiff competition. BMW S1000RR, famed for its ShiftCam technology and electronics wizardry. Yamaha YZF R1, inspired by MotoGP with its cross-splaying crankshaft. Ducati Panigale V4, boasting MotoGP-style V4 power and aggressive Italian flair. The Honda doesn't always win the spec sheet war, but where it shines is rideability. The Fireblade is less about brute force and more about precision and trust between rider and machine. Honda's approach emphasizes balance, every component working in harmony. Daily usability versus track weapon. On the street, the 2026 Fireblade delivers smoother throttle response, friendlier mid-range, and easier handling. The electronics make it forgiving in the city or on back roads, while the riding position, though sporty, won't cripple riders after an hour in the saddle. On the track, it transforms. The aerodynamics keep the bike planted at 150 plus mph, the suspension reads every bump, and the engine screams with urgency. It's not just a superbike, it's a scalpel. Pricing and availability. Honda has already confirmed that the 2026 CBR1000RR base model will start at $16,999. Expect the RRR SP to cost significantly more, likely in the $24,000 to $26,000 range, depending on regional taxes and dealer fees. Availability begins mid-2025 in North America, Europe, and select Asian markets, with SP models often selling out quickly due to limited allocation. Final verdict. The 2026 Honda CBR1000RR-R Fireblade isn't just about horsepower numbers or radical design shifts. It's about evolution, taking the best parts of previous generations and refining them with laser focus. Stronger mid-range, smarter electronics, sharper aerodynamics, and lighter components make it one of the most complete superbikes on the market. It may not always outgun its rivals in raw specs, but Honda's philosophy of balance, refinement, and rider confidence makes the Fireblade a motorcycle that inspires trust, whether you're carving mountain roads or chasing lap records. For riders who want the perfect mix of heritage, cutting-edge technology, and Honda reliability, the 2026 CBR1000RR-R is a machine worth waiting for. Outro, channel branding. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Honda CBR1000RR-R Fireblade. If you're passionate about superbikes, racing technology, and road-ready performance, make sure to subscribe to Road Bikes for more detailed reviews, comparisons, and riding insights.